Mark, this is very exciting because we're going to see the sequel for the first time on Disney, right? There are 58 animation feature films, but this is the very first sequel.
This is the first musical sequel.
Elsa, the past is not what it seems. You must find the truth. Go north, across the enchanted lands, and into the unknown.
How come it takes so long? 4 years?
4 years? Oh, well.
Working on this project.
Yeah, these movies take a lot of work. The first probably year and a half to 2.5 years is really just sort of incubating the story, talking a lot about with the directors, what is it they want to tell, what is the story they want to tell. And then, you know, that's a big part of the first half. Then production takes about a year and a half to 2 years just to actually animate it and get it through all of the stages of production.
Right. You mentioned that the team struggled to present some part of the technology. Saw part of the action scene. It looks spectacular.
Yeah, this movie in particular had some real big challenges with the elements, some of the characters, the elements that they were working on, because, like, for instance, we had to do Gale, one of the characters, which is the wind. Like, how do you animate a character and have them act like they're acting and emoting when they're invisible? Yeah, and so those are some really big challenges that we fortunately have fantastic crews and departments that were figuring that out as we went.
How was the process? Can you walk us through? Because I'm so curious.
Well, yeah, so early it's just talking story, and then in our department we do storyboards, so we'll do drawings that just sort of try to track the emotions of what the characters are going through. In the example of Gale, the departments like animation and also effects, because they handle the effects.
Right.
They had to work really closely together, back and forth, of like, how is his acting, and then what is he going to look like? They collaborated really closely with one another. And then same with the story. They would be looking at what we were doing with the story, and then we would look at the tests that they were doing, and that would inform us. And so it's this constant back and forth with all these different departments that sort of grows these things.
Has Elsa seemed weird to you?
She seems like Elsa.
There's this voice. Voice? What does that mean? Head for the cliff!
Who's shaking the building?
The kingdom is not safe.
You have to test like how the wind blows or how the water runs. So is that something like, you know, you have a lab for
there's a secret lab. No, they do a lot of tests. Like, and again, it's the effects department, technology, animation. They'll do just little scenarios, start moving things around, and look at the story and see what are the things that the character's going to have to do, what's up for it, and then go and test out, try to figure out how to make that work.
There are a lot of like superhero scenes in this film, particularly. Can I see how you draw these things?
How we draw?
When you create, for example, like how you design what Elsa or Anna should look like, the dress or the way they use their magic.
Well, I mean, as far as the dress and the clothing and the hair and all the look of things, it's done by the visual development department. But I can do a drawing of one of the characters for you if that helps.
Yeah, that would be lovely. Sure. I mean, I would love to see like the Elsa style. I mean, I'm totally dressed up for Elsa now. So if I'm a cartoon characters in Frozen, maybe 3, what would I look like?
I can do a drawing of Elsa for you.
So are we gonna see like Frozen 3? It's gonna be a universe.
Let's recover from Frozen 2 first.
Recover from Frozen 2. It probably takes a lot of energy for the whole team to work. It
does, yeah. We work on these movies for years, and so it's fun work, but you have to build in a little bit of rest time.
Wow, that's really nice. Thank you so so much.
You're welcome.
Wow, this is Elsa.
Be careful. The spirits will challenge you every step of the way.
That's normal.
You have to surprise the audience, and people always say that the sequel cannot be as good as the first one.
Wow.
But how about the Frozen too?
Yeah, I think, when we started this movie, it was really clear from Chris and Jen, our directors, that they really didn't want this to feel like another chapter. They wanted to feel like Frozen 1 and Frozen 2 were actually part of one story. So I think that's what we went for, and that's sort of an exciting way to attack a second chapter in a movie.
So when you create the second one, are you thinking of maybe the third or?
Well, I think we're just thinking of getting the movie, making this one the best one that it can actually be.
I won't let anything happen to her.
The giants, they're huge. Magic is very alluring. Without you, she may lose herself to it.
I believe in you, Elsa, more than anyone or anything. If anyone can save Arendelle, it's you.
5 elements on Earth. Is there any inspiration on that when you create the story?
Yeah, I mean, that's very much nature is a big part of this story. It's a big part of who Elsa is. That she's got this connection with ice and water and land. And I think, that's very much part of that's our world, right? We're living in that right now.
We have always feared Elsa's powers were too much for this world. Now we must hope. They are enough.
If you love the characters from the first one, I think there's a special sort of deepening of those characters in this one. I think they emotionally grow to a place that I feel very satisfied with.
We always see some of the Easter egg in the Disney films. So is there any Easter egg in the Frozen 2?
Yes, there are some in Frozen 2. I don't even know all of them. I mean, sometimes the departments put in, things, little surprises along the way. So it's just as fun for me to sort of look for that, look for that stuff too. You got to find those on your own. That's what makes it fun.
Oh, so we're gonna see a lot.
Yeah, there are some in there. Yes, for sure.
I believe in you, Elsa, more than anyone or anything. Into